Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to our 12 Days of Beef. I'm Janna Sullivan with the Tennessee Beef Council, and today we're going to be cooking up something pretty unique, something that you will love. You can cook it up for your family, or maybe even Santa Claus, because Santa Claus does love cookies. And yes, we are we're baking some cookies, some Christmas cookies. So these are called chocolate hazelnut and beef jerky cookies. And yes, I did say beef jerky. I know that's not something that you typically put in cookies, but I can promise you that they are amazing. They have amazing texture, amazing taste, and Santa Claus will appreciate having a little bit of extra protein in his cookies to get him through that busy night. So let's get started. First thing we're gonna do is I have softened about 1 1/2 stick butter. We're just gonna pour that in our bowl here. Then I have a 1/2 cup of white sugar, a 1/2 cup of brown sugar. It is the holidays, so you gotta have sugar, sorry. Then we have a 1/2 cup of creamy peanut butter. So you wanna make sure that you use creamy. I'm gonna put that in there. Then we have a 1/2 cup here of chocolate hazelnut spread. All this gooey deliciousness here. All right, so now that we have those first 4 ingredients, we are going to mix these 4 up until you get it just a fluffy texture. It is kind of messy. So mix that up with an electric mixer. Have that fluffy texture here. We're going to add in 1 egg. And we are going to add in 1 tablespoon of vanilla. You'll want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. I don't think I told you all that in the beginning, so you can go ahead and start preheating your oven. Mix in our egg and our vanilla. All right, now once we get that done, we're going to set this to the side, and we are going to get another bowl, and we're going to mix in a few other ingredients, our dry ingredients. So we have a 1.5 cups of flour. We have 1 teaspoon of baking soda and 1/4 teaspoon of kosher salt. So we're just going to mix those dry ingredients together, whisk them together here. And then we are going to mix the dry ingredients into our chocolate peanut butter mixture. Just a little bit at a time. I'm gonna work that in till it is mixed all the way. It's just a fun recipe to do for the holidays. Your family will love it. It is very different, unique flavor, not your typical holiday cookie. Your kids will love it. It has several ingredients, so your kids will love putting all of this together. It's just a great recipe that you can do together as a family. Just getting this mixed up here. All right. So you'll have like a really thick mixture. Then we are going to add in some chocolate chips. We have 1/4 cup of chocolate chips. And then we are gonna add in our beef jerky. And we have 2/3 cup of beef jerky. And I just bought beef jerky at the store, and then I just cut it into little pieces. I just cut it into little little cubes or little slices. I made them pretty thin. So then we're gonna mix that in. And once you have that good and mixed in, then you are ready to put them in the oven. Put them on the baking sheet. So I will tell you that this recipe makes a lot of cookies. So if you do it in just small balls, like I'm gonna show you, this recipe will make about 25 to 30 cookies. So you're looking at a pretty good amount. So you just wanna make sure they're uniform. So I just would get them, kind of roll them into a ball here, and then drop them on to my baking sheet. It's a little messy, but that's what the holidays are all about, right? So once you get these baked, you're gonna bake them at 350. It says the recipe calls for 11 to 13 minutes. I always like to go on the lower end of that because I like my cookies still kind of gooey when I take them out of the oven, and then I will put them on the cooling rack and they kind of harden there. So that's what I prefer. I did about 11 minutes on my first batch and they turned out great. All right, so on this baking pan, I was able to get about 12. So you're gonna have to either use multiple baking pans or just bake them in multiple shifts. But like I said before, this recipe makes about 25 to 30 cookies. So you're getting quite a few cookies with this recipe. And here is our finished product. These are our chocolate hazelnut beef jerky cookies. And I know it sounds odd. It may not sound great to some of you, but I'm telling you, it is great. It has a great texture, a great flavor, and your family is going to love it. And Santa, because don't forget to put out the cookies for Santa. We hope that you and your family have a very Merry Christmas, and you can find this recipe along with tons of other beef recipes at beefiswhatsfordinner.com.